What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, Veta? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Hopefully everything's good, audio and video wise. But
No,
I'm doing all right, man. Happy Easter.
You're freezing a bit, but we can hear you.
Okay. All right. I might have to find a different spot then.
Okay, cool. No, just holler at me back when you're back. So cool, guys. Welcome to the show, guys. Let me just get some of these comments before we go into this interesting show. Smash the likes, people. Okay, thank you very much, Del Boy, man. Del Boy, good channel. Go and check out Del's channel, man. He's a Ghana, good Ghana from Ireland, good lad. Charlie, how you doing, Charlie? How you doing? I'm pretty sure you were enjoying the FIFA chat on Twitter. How's it going, guys? Yeah, it's going very well. It's going very well. Today we've got Veta. It's just Veta and myself. Big Morgan, how you doing? We want the replay. Is that from yesterday's game? Big Morgan, are you talking about yesterday's game? Yesterday's game was a bit of just a freebie. I call it a freebie. It was either we win it or we don't. So we're gonna discuss that in a few minutes. Daniel, how you doing, man? What time is it, Daniel? What's the time in your time zone right now, Daniel? Okay, let's just get back better and see if it's all good. So, look at that, it's on the outside, man. It's on the outside. Good view. I see the sun is there.
Yeah, it's nice and sunny out here.
Yeah,
it's nice and sunny.
Cool. Okay, man. Since it's you and me, we're just gonna get fast into this so we can go into the Brighton game. We're going to forget about yesterday's misery, but we still have to talk about yesterday. So, where am I going to start? Where can I start? I'll start with the lineup. Did you have anything that you didn't like in that lineup? Were you surprised, shocked, or you were like, nah, we had a very brutal Wednesday, so it doesn't really matter. So what did you feel? How did you feel about yesterday's lineup? We start from there.
I accepted the lineup for what it was, because we had a grueling battle with Atletico. We had played Liverpool in the middle of that. So and obviously we don't see what happens on the training grounds. We don't know what kind of nicks or bumps these players may have. So when it came down to what Pep put out there, I accepted it for what it was. Did I have concerns based off of the players on the field? Yes, but I accepted the team that he put out there.
So look, to be honest with you, after Wednesday, we knew what was coming. I know some people were asking me at work saying, why didn't he play Edison? I told him that Edison had a bit of a bump on his hand, and you could see when he was on the bench, there was a bit of bandage. So maybe that's what they're like, you know what, is it worth risking him into this? So Mr. Kao, are you with us? People
right
are asking, Big Morgan is asking where you are. So here's Kao.
I'm here.
So
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Let me just read one of these comments before I go to Carl. Nah, Zach was disappointing yesterday. Oh yeah, I saw his post today on Twitter. Zach has spoken on Twitter about yesterday. But look, we have to forgive him. Nobody can be Edison. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. Bravo was close in the passing, but Bravo had his moments. Caballero, was it Caballero? What do you say his name is? Caballero was very good with his feet a bit. He was good with his feet, but he also had issues with Tottenham when they pressed us. So look, nobody can be Edison. So it's in Germany. It's 8 p.m. Oh, so this is a good time, Daniel, to do a stream. I've seen that. Man, I can't take a loss like that, guys. No, I understand, and you're right. Some guy told me losing to Liverpool is a mistake. I have seen that post today. Ridiculous. Okay, let me just read one more card before I get to you. People should just understand that Pep had to rotate and players are tired. Pep prioritized the league and the Champions League. Yeah, that's true.
So Patrick, I want to just to go back to that comment by Daniel, please. Okay, so everybody online watching, what Daniel is saying here, Daniel is using his brain, his medulla oblongata, his primary cortex. He's using his brain. Okay, if you don't understand this context, you shouldn't even watch football. Seriously. Because if you don't understand that, you played Atleti twice, Liverpool twice in 9 days, right? And the least important game of all that 4 was a game that we played yesterday. If you can't understand that, then we have some serious problems, guys, to talk about. What Daniel is saying here, and Daniel, maybe we should give Daniel a gift, Patrick, because Daniel's always talking facts, is absolutely spot on, right? Understand that he had to rotate. You want Kevin to come on and he gets injured again and is out for 4 weeks? You want Edison to come on or Rodri to come on? Rodri played all the 3 games in 9 days, right? As a single holding midfielder in the 4-3-3 Guardiola system. You want him to come on again in the FA Cup and get injured? Then we have to play Fernandinho for 7 games in the Champions League against Real Madrid? Is that what you want? Guys, come on, man. Seriously.
Let me flip that though, Carl. Let me flip it. Okay, so regardless who was in that lineup, you play for Man City, right? That's the thing. I'm going to play devil's advocate here, and I'm going to be the evil one today. You play for Man City, so I think regardless that you're thrown on that pitch, you're supposed to perform, right? So let's take away the fact that it was a
Yeah.
different team. Let's start judging on performance, because I see a
But-
comment
but-
which
but-
I
but-
like
but-
here.
but-
It says
but-
that
but-
too many passengers yesterday.
Yeah,
Stains,
but
Zinchenko,
Patrick,
and
let
Steffen.
me
Yeah.
let me answer the question back. I know we are going to. So here's the issue. Okay, when last did Zinchenko play for us? 5-6 weeks ago. Fernandinho is 37 years old, right? Ake is really a B team player, C team player. Liverpool rested their main players and they played a full squad with Alisson. And even with that, it was only 3-2 because the second half we beat them second half. So we have to always give context to what we're witnessing. Okay, we always have to give context. Mahrez came on within a couple of minutes, he got an assist. You know, we got to be really careful not to kill these players after what they've done where we are. The priority for us as a club right now, the number one priority, in my opinion, is not even the Premier League. It's the Champions League. Let's be clear. Let's be deadly clear, right? If we lose the Premier League and we win the Champions League, I can guarantee you that 99.999% of the fans will be happy with that.
Yeah, but
So it is what it is.
I'm also talking on this fact. That's what I'm saying. I'm just going to play devil's advocate. I'll come to Veta. I'm talking from the fact that it took them a wake-up call from the second half for me to say, oh my God, this team, even though it's not a settled team, it has a bit of fight in them. So what happened the first few minutes? Were they just shocked or stage fright?
They won't be shocked. Listen, it's not shocking. It's 27 degrees outside, 23 degrees outside. You just finished from Atletico. You're banged up, you're knocked up. The rest of the full squad, it's going to happen. We have two teams that are top teams playing at that high level, and one team rests all their players and had to play Benfica with a 3-1 aggregate up. Another team has to kind of battle Atletico and do it away and then fly to London directly without even going home.
Yeah,
what do you expect to happen?
So do you get the question I was asking? I was like,
yeah,
I get
it. I get
first
it.
half, that's what happened. Then what happened to them that second half? They came and actually outplayed Liverpool.
The coach told them, "So you got into this mess. You go get out of it." That's it. And they performed. And then we didn't have to even play Kevin and Rodri. We just put Mahrez on because Jesus was injured.
Oh no, that we get. Don't worry. You're preaching the wrong choir. The choir you have to preach is that side. So.
No, it is what it is, man. Listen. We did Zinchenko. He got a good run. What I enjoyed the most about that game, Vader, was the fact that Nathan Ake was a wonderful play in defense yesterday against Salah, against Mane, against all of them. He played well, which for me is actually a plus because that tells me he can play in the big games against the big teams. He's ready. He's ready to play the big games. So we as fans, we lose a game, we're always disappointed. You have to always think of it as a coach from a coaching perspective. What's the benefit? We got Nathan Ake playing 2 games against Atleti and Liverpool and shining. We showed a fight back in the second half, which most teams would have collapsed. So let's take those positives and then run 7 games. Vader.
So Nathan Ake, and I've said this, he's battle tested and he is fully trusted. Okay, what he's done these last few games, he is battle tested and trusted by, and he should be by fans. He clearly is by Pep. So I'm happy to see that. One thing is really important when we talk about these battles. Fans themselves are fanatics. They're going to want everything. They're going to want us to win every game. Doesn't matter the context. I get it. However, when you have to look strategically at what's in front of us, and let's understand, Liverpool did the same thing. Liverpool had a heavy rotation on the second leg of the Champions League. So what, are they not taking the second leg seriously? Of course they are, but Klopp took a chance, put in rotation, and again, took the risk, and that game wasn't easily handled by Liverpool either. So he then showed how important the FA Cup was for him. Get it? We, again, with regards to European competition, making it to the semifinals for the second time in a row, we are building our European history. Pep is instilling a consistency with regards to this cup that hasn't been there before. So that's where the priority was to beat Atletico. We did that. Now he puts out a team. Obviously, it's not its strongest, but best believe that he has the vision to be strong for the EPL, which is key because if we give up this point, if we don't win go on the run that's necessary to close out this league, we are going to hear from it. Pep knows that, and the Champions League obviously is the last thing in terms of the calendar possible to complete. So that will happen after we accomplish our EPL goal. I don't get the outrage from many of these fans in terms of what was put out there. We can't feel the same 11 every time.
So for you and Carl, you're saying, look, guys, we have got bigger fish.
We have bigger fish, yes. But also barring a mistake. Let's be honest. Stefan didn't have the best game.
Now, Vet, I'm gonna say this. I know privately, Carl told me that let's move on. I know let's move on, but it's about time he starts polishing up a bit. He has to learn. And
he's not going to polish up. How is he going to polish up?
Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. This is the fourth time he's made a schoolboy mistake for a keeper who is the first international keeper for America and the keeper
Patrick,
of his
when we did the lineup show, what did I tell you about? What was our biggest risk?
I know you did, but I'm trying to point out that he is going to try. He's going to have to. But you know what's unfair? Somebody said it. Is it Shaka? You know Shaka from ESPN. I like it when he's talking about keepers. He said, I'm just going to share it. I shared it with Carl, I think so a bit. He said Zach Steffen is 27 years old. And there's a World Cup. They made it in the World Cup, didn't they? Did America make it?
Yes.
Yeah, he says right now there's a risk of him not being in that World Cup tournament. I hear he was already dropped. Somebody else was given his position. But yet, Zach Steffen is the best keeper America have seen in a long time. So you're thinking that, look, I think it's unfair for him that he's ended up in a team where you have to pass from the back. It's either you play against teams that are not going to press you, you look good, which is true. I've seen Zach pass the ball and look good, but he says with somebody like Edison, it's just unnatural for you to use that bar of Edison to mark him because Edison is just, I don't get it. Edison
there's
is
nobody like him.
Yeah, so if people start looking, because Edison will get pressed by Liverpool. Do you remember when remember when Tottenham pressed the hell out of Bravo and Bravo made so many mistakes and we lost 4-0? Yeah. This is the first time Tottenham were pressing. Then they met Edison and so you can't press this guy. So he was just talking about Stefan that he's one of the best shot stoppers he's seen. It's not just because he's in the Keepers Union. You're saying he's very good, but I think if he stays at City, this is the bar, and it's up to him to decide to say, I don't really think I'm good with my feet like that. Maybe I should go somewhere. But look, he's a good keeper, shot stopper. He stopped the good shot. Go ahead, Captain.
So sorry if the noise in the background's too much. Let me know. But
nah, that's fine.
We have to be real here. We're not going to have like for like, right? Mm-hmm. We're not going to have Ederson go and not play and take a player equal to him come off the bench. Mm-hmm. We can look at our rivals, Liverpool. They don't trust their second keeper either. We can look at Chelsea. Chelsea only trusts their second keeper for penalties. Mm-hmm. So to find the proper replacement, that's going to be extremely difficult. And barring mistakes against Liverpool and Chelsea, he's been good enough for us. Maybe that's not the proper standard that we need. We need excellent, but he's been good. And to be under pressure from teams like Liverpool and Chelsea, it sucks. But there's context to it. That's really all I have to say.
What I thought about today was in the shower. I had these ideas in the shower that just incredibly good.
This is the third time. This is the third time you've told us you have an idea in the shower.
So I was like, maybe what Pep should have done is play him in the run-up games to like the semi-finals of the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. When you get to the semi-finals or so, then put in Edison. But all those,
that's what he's done in the past. Games, remember? He's done that. He played Edison.
Yeah, he tends to he tends to play them all the way through unless it's an injury, right? But play him when he's playing like Gillingham or playing like West Ham or something. No offense to West Ham. Play him in those games when you're playing against Chelsea or Liverpool, where there's going to be pressing.
Yeah, there's pressing. Yeah,
then play Edison, right? And say, guy, this level you have to get to, and let him understand that. Don't just do it blindly, But listen, Daniel, again, to Daniel's point, right? We have to understand that the coach in his mind will think about, okay, of the 4 games that we have, which one of these 4 can I afford to lose?
Look at Morgan's comment. It says Americans have Stefan's replacement, Stevie Wonder. Oh, go ahead, keep going.
Okay. After the 4 games that we played in the last 9 days, so we had Liverpool twice, Atleti twice. Which one of those games can we afford to lose and not affect our targets? And the reality is, it was the game yesterday. It was the game yesterday. And anybody with a brain can understand that. You know, if at the end of the day, let's say Patrick and Vader, let's say Chelsea, Liverpool win the Carabao Cup alone, right? And we win the Premier League and the Champions League. Who's going to be laughing last? We got to always think about the future, not just the moment. Contextualize everything that we do around the team itself, guys.
So
yeah, Centurion says that Zach should have known his own qualities. Not every keeper is Edison. Yeah. Maybe sometimes you should know that I can't, but I don't know. Somebody said the sun, it was in his eye. Go ahead, Veta. No, I'm serious. Somebody said that.
Zach made a mistake, 100%. And barring, no, he had a terrible touch. I think he didn't. I think he misplaced the ball being so close to his foot that he couldn't get proper contact. He messed up. And barring that, it wasn't. I mean, we got rushed, but we showed resilient and we battled back. Now, I'm not in the same. I don't have the same understanding with many fans with regards to the priorities, because I would be very upset for City to give up the EPL, so essentially lose the EPL to Liverpool, not performing in the EPL, and winning Champions League. The reason why for me in this journey as a fan is because that loss is going to affect me before the victory of the Champions League, if that makes sense to you guys.
Yeah.
The Champions League is the last thing to be accomplished, and I know my fandom is going to be in the dumps losing the EPL before having to get back up to win the Champions League. And I don't want to experience that.
You know, it's funny because I remember, Patrick, just real quick, some context for the fans out there. I remember in the 2017-2018 season when we played the FA Cup, we got knocked out by Wigan away. I remember that evening. My wife was with me and I was watching the game. My wife was screaming, "What the hell's wrong with these people? Walker, what are you doing?" It was really screaming. I was like, wow, she's really enjoying this game. I was just kind of calm because at the back of my mind, I knew what the priority was. The priority was to win the Premier League for the first time in Guardiola. The priority was trying to get to 100 points. So for me, it was an irrelevance, almost like, okay, you know what? Yeah, we won the Carabao Cup, and then let's go for the Premier League. Let's even go for the Champions League. So at the end of the day, they could win one. Liverpool could win the Carabao Cup and the Carabao Cup only, and that would be a failure. We could win the Premier League and the Champions League, and Chelsea win the FA Cup. And then where are we then? So let's wait until the end of the season where we can judge what's done, what's not done. This whole hype around the quadruple is just hype, right? The bookies will tell you it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. City have to both lose the Premier League and lose the Champions League, right? For that to happen, and then Liverpool have to beat Chelsea again in the final of the FA Cup. The likelihood of that happening, all three, is very, very hard. So let's just relax, take a deep breath, look forward to Wednesday, and go for Wednesday. Blast out Brighton if we can. Go to Watford, beat Watford, and then Real Madrid.
On that note, we move to Wednesday now, isn't it? So let me just read these comments and we move to Wednesday. Then change the way we play when starting Zach. Yeah, you can say that. I've seen it before. I think he told him in second half that, look, man, you're not as good as Edison at distributing. I think Zach started just kicking it. Which
no, Patrick. Let me. So my wife is she's really smart, right? Here's what she told me. She said, "Hey, check this out. Have you noticed that in the second half, in the build-up play, Zach is not building up. Guess who's building up for Zach? Bernardo Silva.
Yeah.
Fernandinho. They were the ones who are going back, right, to build the play out for Zach and not Zach.
They actually took some of the gold kicks.
Exactly.
They actually took some of the gold kicks.
So this is, it's funny how she's always cluing on these little things. And she said, wow, Zach is actually building up. So Bernardo's building up for Zach. Fernandinho is building up for Zach, which tells us that halftime there was a discussion. Okay, don't go long against Zach. Let's build up with Bernardo. Let's build up with Fernandinho. And the game changed.
Okay, cool. So let me just read these so we can move on to Brighton. So Charlie says, with the system that we play, keepers make mistakes. We've seen this with Bravo, Edison, now Stefan. These things happen in football. Stephen did well in the second half. We move on. Great, Charlie. We move on. We shouldn't lose any of these games. Yeah, the 7 games coming. We have to not drop points. Charlie says that's impossible, Morgan. Look at the schedule. Yeah, we'll get into that.
I think actually, Charlie, I disagree with you there. I think it's possible.
Oh no, don't disagree first, Gundo, because you're gonna give him the next preview. Let's just read their comments so we can move on. Because if you disagree with him now, you're going to
okay.
Keep this fire for him. So Charlie, Gundo's got bullets for you. The problem is that
I know Charlie's a friend. I don't have bullets for him. Man.
No, nobody wanted the treble of Vuma. Nobody wanted the treble. Nobody wanted the treble.
Nobody has time for that stuff, man. Nobody has time for that stuff.
Morgan, Manu was in Zach's eye, not the sun. Morgan, I see what you did there. It's almost like last season when he played Dortmund before they had Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-finals and the Blues were knocked out. Yeah, that's the game I was talking about. That's where we played Stephen. Let's talk about the fact that Liverpool.
Beta has a comment there, Patrick. Beta's hands are up. Beta's hands are up real quick.
Go ahead, Beta.
You know what? I can let you finish the comments. Go through and then I'll make my point.
Okay, yeah. So let's talk about the fact that Liverpool couldn't control a game with 3 lead and were poor and still. That one. I'll let the panel talk. On that one, I'll let the panel talk because I'm pretty sure I was also shocked. Okay, guys, I gave up on the game. I went to the kitchen and started cooking with my mom, and then goals started going in. So in my head, I was like, is this Liverpool team now struggling against the City side? That's just like when I saw the lineup, I said it's a confused lineup. You know, it's just throw whoever is in, whoever is fit, they'll make it. And they say it's struggling. So guys, what do you think about this comment? Let's stop on this comment.
Beta, go ahead. Beta, you go ahead first.
Beta, and then Carl, you can go on it. What do you think about this comment where Liverpool couldn't hold control, but our City team was not the same City team? So imagine if it was the serious team. And also, before you answer it, I want to put this in both you and Carl's mind. Did you notice that as soon as the first team player or somebody who's so sharp and informed, Mahrez came on board, what did he do? 2 minutes, he skinned Robertson. Already a goal. So go ahead.
Yeah. So this is a Manchester City channel, but I'm gonna address some of these Liverpool fans because when you watch the tactics that they applied, they put pressure on the players that aren't our typical starters. So the way they were pressing, they obviously put emphasis on a Fernandinho who isn't in the rotation often. You saw them put pressure on Zinchenko, and Zinchenko had a few iffy moments back there. So the hype that they're getting for beating this team, it's false hope in my eyes. And then also the reaction that we were able to get from those players and how they played is so important because they played their best 11. That was nowhere close to our best 11. And they didn't control that match from start to finish. So we can take extreme confidence because we know how we play, and when they play, they're best. It's margins that's the difference between us. So for them to think that they've now got us figured out, cool, move like that. That's you're free to do that.
Madrid fans too. They were so loud on the timeline saying,
yes.
"Oh, City have been figured out."
Like they're gonna see that City when we play. So it's hilarious to me. But I get it. We're in the middle of fandom, so we've got to throw the shots when we have them. But when we meet, it's going to be a different story. Go ahead, Carl.
I mean, listen, Liverpool and Madrid fans know the truth. I understand they're trying to hold on to straws. They know the truth. They watch football. They know what's going on. They know that there were 7 changes to that side. They know that Ake and Cancelo would never start getting the number 1 team. They know that Cancelo will never be on the right. They know Fernandinho's not going to start in the play in the Champions League or the game at the Etihad. They know that Foden, who played, Grealish is probably not going to be a starter. Sterling is probably not going to be a starter. Neither is Jesus. Stefan Saintly, they know this stuff. I'm not going to debate this because they know the truth, right? They can fool themselves.
It's just being petty. It's just being petty.
They can fool themselves to sleep if they want to and hold on to their comfort blanket if they want to, but they know the truth. They know that when it comes to a game where you have a full squad out there with De Bruyne and Ederson and Walker and Cancelo and Diaz or Laporte and Stones and Rodrigo, right? They know what's going to end up happening. So I'm not too worried about what happens.
Oh, okay, cool. So now we move on exactly at 30 minutes. We move on to the Brighton game. I'm gonna cut this video, by the way, guys. I'm gonna cut it into two. I'm going to cut the other one and just put the other one, both of them, just to cut them. Or I'm just going to put chapters so you know exactly what we're talking about. Veta, anything you want to say before we move on to
before we move on, and I did a video about this, about what if, and it was a what if with regards to Erling Haaland coming to City, but I want to expand it. Okay, we see how our rivals are carrying on because they see how they have a complete squad. They finally have all their pieces. They finally have the depth that they've been looking for. We as City fans, and I hear a lot of us saying, now is the time to go after the treble. Now is our time to go place our mark. Let's take note, guys. We're doing this without replacing our left back. We're doing this without replacing Aguero. We're doing this without replacing Ferran Torres. Let us have the full pieces in place, and then you will see the pursuit for perfection. Then you will see the pursuit to battle at all fronts. So let's hold back. We have to prioritize because we haven't replaced those pieces. Just have that in context, guys.
Yeah. Vader, to your point, Vader, right? If they don't win it this year, the Premier League, and we happen to get Erling Haaland next year, and a midfielder and a left back, it's done. You know it's done, right? I think they know this because Salah's going to go, Mane's going to go, right? Henderson's getting older. Fabinho is creaking at the seams, right? They know that if they don't get it this year, Champions League or Premier League, and we happen to get Erling Haaland, replace a midfielder, get a left back, and get a right back replacement.
Liverpool is playing. Yeah, Liverpool is playing with a desperation. They're playing with a desperation because Salah's not under contract. They're playing with a desperation because who knows how many more years Klopp's going to spend there. They're playing with a desperation.
I think the context too is think about last year when we went to Anfield, we done 4-1, right? They had the team at the back was similar to what we have today, right? We had Ake, and I think it was Stones. We had Zinchenko, who hasn't played in like 4 weeks, playing there. Fernandinho, 36-year-old, playing a single midfielder. And you won 3-2, and he was close to it towards the end. If not for the mistakes of Stefan. 2 mistakes of Stefan, who knows?
And missed chances.
You can have the FA Cup. Sure, you take the FA Cup. You want it, go ahead. Go beat Chelsea if you want to beat Chelsea in the final. We'll have the Premier League next year. We'll have the Champions League.
Okay, so Brighton. Move on to Brighton now. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to Brighton. This is Lucas Life. How you doing, Lucas Life, man? As always, a pleasure. Good channel. Go see him. YSK, how you doing, man? How you doing? Glad you could make it. You always said the time is hard for you, but I think at 7 it's good. Don't count your chickens yet, Carl. Yeah, he knows that he's not counting the chickens, but he's just trying to say sometimes it's good to look for bigger fish, which is the UCL and the Premier League. So if we have
let me just Big Morgan, I'm not counting my chickens. I believe in this team, and I believe they can do it. They've done it before, and I have every belief they'll do it again. It's not counting chickens. It's confidence in the team. And if they don't do it, so be it. I move on. But I'm not going to cower over the fact that the media is talking, and then all of a sudden I'm going to be shitting myself. No. This team has done it before, and with 70 games left, I believe they can do it again. It's not counting chickens. It's just a fact.
Okay, so Big Morgan, there's your answer. Let's get into the Brighton. So, guys, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Subscribe to Vader's channel. It's Vader TV, Vader Games. Subscribe to Pitchpoints. You also find me at Pitchpoints. That's a channel that was created by Carl, Pitchpoints. He's at 100. Please get him to 200. Veta, I don't know how many you're on, but let's also get you into the 3 figures. I'm pretty sure you want to get them 3 figures. Get Veta to the 3 figures, guys. He brings good content. I like his videos. I like to watch them when I'm at work. And as always, we say Pitchpoints, we're going to be doing a lot of general football. So on Pitchpoints, if we got time tomorrow, I think we will have time. I'm off. And Carl always is free after 7, isn't it? Or 5 o'clock. Or 7. So look, we will do the whole Premier League, especially the top 4, where teams are just giving it out.
Oh my God, top 4, man.
And guess, and this brings me to the thing, Carl. Guess who's common? Who's destroying top 4 top 4 dreams. Brighton. 0 shots on goal by Spurs. 0 shots on goal by Spurs because of Brighton. So it brings us to this game.
Yeah.
Let's look at the form. So Brighton have beaten Arsenal, have beaten Spurs, and obviously we drew against Liverpool and we beat Burnley. Sad for Sean Dyche to be fired while he's the lowest paid manager, and he's been having a very basic Siberian budget, but he's managed to do it. So look, we're coming in very good form in this game. Brighton, as I said, they lost to Spurs at home, but they beat Spurs away at the Spurs Stadium. Same stadium that we're cursed at. So what do you think, guys, coming into this? I'll start with you, Carl. What do you think? Brighton, as you can also see, we've beaten them 4-0, 5-0, 1-0. They beat us 3-2 in 2021. You remember that game? That game.
Yeah, I remember the game.
I remember that game. Dodge yourself. So we beat them 4-1. And now we come to the date where we're going to play them. The kickoff is at 8 o'clock. It's on Wednesday, 8 o'clock UK time. So what do you think about this game, Carl? With Brighton's very strong form and behavior of disappointing.
So what I think about this game is the good thing about this game is that it follows the game that United played Liverpool, which means that Liverpool could be top of the league by the time we play Brighton.
Yeah.
You can't give me any more motivation.
When is Liverpool playing?
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday. So they could be top of the league. So you cannot tell me. I find it hard to believe that our team, who have played Watford next, by the way, will not go 100% to win this game against Brighton at home. Now, I'm not saying Brighton aren't a good team. I'm not saying they're not a good team. Yes, they've beaten Spurs and Arsenal, right? Mm. But if Liverpool are top of the league and the team knows that they have to win against Brighton at home, if you can't win against Brighton at home, then you shouldn't be trying to challenge for the Premier League title, in my opinion.
That's fine.
Because they should be seriously motivated to win that game. Focused like an eagle, right? To make sure that we win that game, even if it's 1-0. Focused like a crazy man and try to get that goal difference out the way. You win that game, you go top of the league. Your next team is Watford. They have Everton, right? 6 games left. The pressure begins to build, not on us, but on them. So let's be clear. I expect this team to come out on Wednesday and do the job professionally. 1-0, 2-0. Keep it clean, move on.
Okay, cool. So there's a comment here by YSK. I know he came late to the stream. I'm going to read this. Carl Morgan says he also has got confidence in the team like you do. Okay, so despite losing, Ake actually played well yesterday. Ake is getting a lot of praise. And Carl is holding a lot of corn. Carl is holding.
A whole corn. I mean, for me, I like to hold corn.
Carl, you've made me hold so much corn this season. You made me hold corn for Chelsea.
I'll hold the corn.
I'll hold the corn. I'm holding so much corn, especially for Chelsea. I'm holding big corn. So you've been holding corn for Ake for a while.
I'll hold corn for him.
Yeah, man, this Ake boy. Pep said he's a hard worker. Vetter, I know that we're in the Brighton thing, but somebody says we should play him the Brighton game. I wouldn't mind seeing Ake at left back because let me be honest, Cancelo was getting skinned the other side. Cancelo was getting skinned the other side. So, what do you think of Ake? Would you throw him in this game?
100%.
Yeah.
Like because of the string of games, because of the length of time we have between matches, Ake can play. I think as left back, yeah, he can play as left back. If that's giving Cancelo a rest, perfect.
No, Cancelo will have to play right. Remember, he's done a right back. We have Walker is gone.
Is it that?
You know the funny thing, actually, I think Pep may actually play 3 centre backs tomorrow. He may play Stones at right back and play Diaz and Laporte, and then Ake left.
Daniel says, Daniel says Ake is defensively our best left back. That's true. Defensively,
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
But what we lack in Ake offensively, I mean, what Cancelo gives us offensively from that left side is tremendous. I mean, in a game like against Brighton where they won't have too much, you need that kind of stuff. But
Brighton likes also passing the ball, like possession football, but they cannot outpass us, obviously. But so Ake at left back and Cancelo at right back, I don't mind that because what's going to happen is, as we always say, it means that the 3 centre backs, including Ake, doesn't go anywhere. They stay back and make it 3, and then Cancelo can be free to do whatever he wants, which is actually great. Welcome, Adam. Is your mic very well today?
Yeah, as well today.
Oh, Jesus, it is. Thank God. So,
Adam
what
in
do
the
you
house.
think? So, Adam, welcome. What do you think of this game on Wednesday? Brighton versus City. Brighton have spanked Spurs and spanked Arsenal. They're coming in such good form. So, what do you think?
I'm confident we'll get the 3 points. It's just when people are complaining about the Liverpool game, in my eyes, we had more important games. Well, some people are not going to like it, but we have more important games to worry about: the Premier League and the Champions League. That's all I care about in a sense. That what happened with Liverpool happened. At the end of the day, we move on. We just concentrate on the Brighton game, and I feel like we could probably get the 3 points.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good man, Mr. Adam coming with a good mic today. Mic from all the way from a good country, not Siberia, but and so Veta, what do you want to say on this game tomorrow?
I want to similar point to what Carl was saying. I think we're going to put in a professional performance. We're going to put in we're going to be sharp from the very beginning. We're going to handle our business. If we need to pass and hold possession to kill the game, we're going to do that. And then it's on to the next match. But I'm not expecting any surprises with regards to how we are ready to play that game.
There's a comment here. I'm going to throw it to you, Veta. Straight to you. So why didn't Diaz play yesterday? At least Pep should have introduced him. What would you say to Centurion?
I would say Diaz didn't have to play yesterday. With regards to let's look at what we saw defensively. We didn't need Diaz back there. So if it's being cautious, if it's making sure that he's 100% ready to go on this run, let's do that. I'm not upset. I'm not upset with not seeing Diaz. If we see him in this game, fine, because the priority is the EPL.
I think you might actually see him in these
Veto's point.
Championship games.
To Veto's point, I mean, the fact that you didn't see Diaz or Laporte yesterday against Liverpool, and Pep would know that they're going to feel a full strength side, tells you the order of priority this game was. It tells you. I mean, I know we as fans want to see the players, play everything. This is not FIFA, right? You didn't just select a team and go play.
They're human beings at the end of the day.
They have to run. They get injuries. There's mind. There's tiredness. There's fatigue. You have to plan forward. So the fact that you didn't see the full strength squad for City yesterday tells you, and the priority of games, this was the least important out of the next 10 games. 7 plus Champions, 3 Champions League games. That's just a fact. It's just Pep won't say it on a press conference, but you can use your brain to think about that. Imagine if we had played the full team yesterday, and De Bruyne gets injured with his stitches again. Diaz pulls a hamstring. What do we say then? Oh, Pep should have rested because of the Champions League or the Premier League.
Oh yes,
and then
yes.
it flips. Exactly.
Carl, this is the guy who was pivotal in getting us into the final. If I were a coach, if it was me, Diaz is not going to unless he wants to be rotating. I think what he's going to do is he might play Laporte and Diaz or Stones or something like this. I'm thinking that from now on we're going to see a lot of rotation, but Diaz will play the most important games in the Champions League because of leadership and his ability to show up in the Champions League. Do you get my point? Is to step it up because where I saw respect, Carl. Like, how people don't respect our defenders? Guys, I saw first time respect yesterday when people say finally Diaz is the best, was the best defender last season, bar none. Somebody said it on the stream.
Let me share with you a fact that people do not understand or know. Which team has the best defense in Europe right now? Which team? It's not Liverpool. It's not Chelsea. It's not Madrid. It's not Bayern. It's your club. You don't believe me? Check the records. Check the records of goals.
I think you told us this last time, and I think it is. Yeah,
it's a fact. The data doesn't lie. The best defense in Europe right now is your club. Data is right there. Goals conceded, I think it's 18 or 19 or something like that. Out of 33 games. 1 point something goals per game in 33 games. Data doesn't lie.
No grind, yeah.
So let's be see. The problem with there's a lot of hype that the media creates. Oh, this guy and guy can do this and do that. How did we score the goal yesterday? Who made the mistake?
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk made the mistake now. Twice. So I don't know, man. I just tire for them. I really tire for them to the hype.
Yeah, and yeah, I know you do. I know you do. So let me read this comment.
I just tire. I tire.
you get into it. Oh, but by the way, shout out to my man Gucci for scoring that amazing goal, and shout out to Lukaku for missing that tap in. Okay, so YSK, I don't mind losing yesterday if it means we win against Brighton.
Exactly.
Man, we'll win against Brighton. You could see how Rusty Zeni and Dino were. Yeah, Zeni, I don't blame him, man. He's been through a lot, and
Fernandinho is a pensioner.
Sorry.
No, I was saying Fernandinho is a pensioner. He'll be retiring soon.
I know. There was a point in the game. There's a point in the game where somebody passed him, and I felt so bad. Like the old Fernandinho could have caught, right? So I saw Fernandinho running, but he couldn't get there. So Foden splintered all the way from the front.
I had to help him.
And you know what? He's done so much for us. Look, all those years. But let's just give him flowers on one thing. There's never ever a player like Fernandinho where you tackle somebody on a red, almost the orange card, and you get away with no card. He's smiling and hugging the ref. Did you see that? He's smiling and the ref is holding him. So we'll never have somebody like that. Okay, so let's move on here to the lineup, guys. I'm just gonna take the comments down for a minute. So lineup, guys.
Can you see Daniel's comment? Look at Daniel's quickly. Look at Daniel's comment. Daniel, you deserve a gift from Trucely Fan and Pitchpoint.
Yeah, let's say so. We have the best defense in Europe. We are the only team in the UCL knockout stages with 0 goals conceded this season. True. That's true. Liverpool conceded 5 and Madrid conceded 6. Yeah. So look, guys, those other defenses can be got at. You know, them. I was about to say them chicks can be got at, but anyway, let me not say that. That's for another screen. Okay, so guys, let's go to the lineup. Who's playing keeper? Do we carry on with Stefan?
Are you really asking? Are you really asking?
Yeah.
Would it surprise you? Pep plays
We're going to rest Stefan. We're going to rest him.
Okay, Stefan needs rest, isn't it? He needs rest.
Yeah, he needs rest.
Would it surprise you?
No.
Would it surprise you? But would it surprise you? Pep plays Stefan again.
Don't try. Don't you try.
That would be sacrilegious.
No. It wouldn't surprise me if he had a strong back four.
Okay.
Right? But
wait a minute. But Stefan had somebody who's good to carry the ball. That's John Stones, you know? Because John Stones is our best ball carrier as a defender. So what do you think? Okay, tell me about this back four. Let's say what sort of back four are we looking at?
So left side we go Ake. I think we go Ake, Laporte, Stones, Cancelo.
Cancelo. Yeah, that picks itself.
Yeah.
We might see Stones get a rest and Diaz. We might see that.
Who do you think? So centre backs is who? Diaz and Laporte.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, Diaz and Laporte.
As if for Diaz right away.
Yeah, probably.
But I saw him warming up. Look, if you're running around warming up, you must be ready. Okay, cool.
Probably Diaz and Laporte because Stones has played this game. He played the other game in Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Can we just give credit to Stones that he hasn't made any schoolboy mistakes anymore for a while now? He's just become very good.
He's cultured, man. The guy is cultured, man.
He doesn't try to do more than what he needs to.
Yeah, back in the days he used to try to dribble from the back.
He does it.
Yeah. I think back in the days he used to like trying to dribble from the back or try to do something like amazing. Like Maguire does, he kicked Pogba and injured his own player again.
You know, Zinchenko may play this game tomorrow or Wednesday.
I don't think he should.
I don't think so.
What do you think, guys? What do you see, guys, in the comments? Do you think they're gonna see Zinchenko back again? Guys in the comment.
I don't think so. Not this game.
Yeah, so we go with Nathan Ake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's very difficult to get Nathan Ake in this on this.
Just type it. Just type. There you go.
Yeah, you have to type the whole thing. Look, for me, let me just be honest. Going forward, even in the future, like at any moment where let's say for instance we beat I'm just playing devil's advocate. We beat Madrid maybe 3-1 or 3-0, and we go in the second leg. I would like to see a back four where Ake is included at the back, just for for the defense to be solid. I don't know if I'm wrong. Even if Walker is back, just for the defense to be solid, for them not to have mistakes. But anyway, you also taking out the creativity of Cancelo. Am I wrong to say that?
Yes. Yeah. You're right. You're right. That's what you lose.
Okay, cool.
That's what you lose. You lose that creativity from the left.
Okay, so does Uncle Fernandinho come back? Because he was amazing in that second half.
No, he can't play the second. He can't.
He can't play.
No, he needs to recharge.
He's going to be Rodri.
He's going to need another sensu bean.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I bet don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. He might need another. I wish we had that. Imagine if Fernandinho met Pep at a young age. Oh my God, would be untouchable.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Rodri is coming back after he rested, which is amazing. That's why I am agreeing with you, Carl, that there's no excuses in this game. These guys were rested and they are fresh, so they will give it all, but they'll give everything they have. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna go to the difficult part.
There's always a hard part.
Gundogan apparently had an ankle problem, and he wasn't feeling a few pains on his ankle. But do you think Gundogan was rested, or it's just mind game saying ankle problem? I know that in the Atletico game he went down a bit after he was hit by one of those nasty Atletico players. So what do you think? Is it going to be Gundogan? Does Bernardo step down from this? Because Bernardo looks tired. I'm sorry, but Bernardo I think looks tired.
Bernardo looked good in the second half. He looked good.
He put in a shift.
He looks knackered.
I think because he put in a shift. We saw Bernardo working in the midfield. We saw him pressing high, going all the way to the defensive back line. We saw him gathering the ball deep. Like, he put in a shift. So I think he gets a break. I think Bernardo gets a break.
Okay, so
who do we play mid?
If the rumors are true, which I don't think they are, but I think Gundo's back there.
Yeah, I think Gundo is back, and I think somebody having stitches on the top of your thigh, they heal fast, don't they? Because do you think because he's got stitches, it's a bit of an issue, or I don't know what you guys think. Look, guys, I'm just gonna read a few of the comments because I just want to get guys involved in the comments. So there were a lot of positivities to take from yesterday, but when you guys going to discuss those, Gabriel,
we did already. We
it
talked
wasn't
about
yesterday, blah, blah. Yeah, look, Centurion, 100 points. That's the reason why I think we wanted Kane. That's the reason why we got Julian Alvarez. Alvarez goes with those 1v1s. Trust me, it's only one thing. It's going to the back of the net. Even Ferran Torres, let me give Ferran Torres a bit of flour. Ferran Torres was also a bad boy in finishing. Look, Haaland, that's why we're pushing for Haaland. It's those 1v1s that who wrote this? You remember Sam Lee? He wrote an article, Carl, when people were saying, why do we want to strike or give Gabriel a chance? He's like, inside the City camp, the only talk they have with Gabriel Jesus is you miss chances that would actually get us an opportunity in certain situations. So that's what happens. Yesterday, Gabriel, let me give Gabriel his flowers. Every time against Liverpool, he shows up. I'm amazed by that. Against Liverpool and in the Champions League, Gabriel Jesus shows up. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Gabriel Jesus playing in the Madrid tie because he shows up against. But the thing about him is, I know he got an assist, but he misses a lot. Okay, so Walker in goal. Daniel wants Walker in goal. No, Walker is injured. Exactly. There's no doubt. Edison.
Walker should be back for. Walker should be back for the game against
Champions
Madrid.
League, I think so. Yeah. Ake and Laporte. Yeah. No, come on, man. I think I'll put Diaz Stones. Ake left. Because those are both left-footed. What's again? Centre backs. Time to stop messing around and start getting good left back. Sterling is done. Keep Jesus. Everybody look, Omar. Everybody keeps saying Raheem is done. A lot of people keep saying it looks like he's done.
I think, Patrick. Let me talk about that just for 10 seconds. I think the issue with Raheem is not a number 9. Raheem needs a number 9 to play with. He needs to play on the right. So remember, Centurion season, Raheem played with Aguero. It was Sunday, Aguero, Sterling. And that was, we've scored over 106 goals in the season. They were deadly. Those three were creating opportunities, tap-ins, because he had a focal point. When the false 9 system, when he's required to play this number 9 role, he can struggle because he's not a natural finisher. You bring in a Haaland or a Julian Alvarez player number 9, and there's a natural striker to play off of, he excels. So I think we should just see what happens in the summer. If he signs and he stays and Haaland comes in or Alvarez comes in, let's see what he does. I think he'll bounce back, playing in the right side of the field.
I agree.
Yeah. So
I don't want to see him go.
Okay, yeah, cool. The person I think that will go will probably be if Alvarez comes in. Alvarez has everything Jesus has that can finish. Alvarez has the energy, the work rate, the running, the intelligence, and he has the finishing. And we're talking about just running the head.
Something inside him says, keep Jesus. He can be a very reliable winger, and I think he doesn't mind playing as a winger. Even Alvarez.
I think we'll have too many bodies on the wing, though.
Too many on the wing.
Well, that's if Raheem doesn't sign. What if Raheem doesn't sign? Would you keep Jesus?
That's a good point. Yeah, I'll keep Jesus.
Yeah.
If Raheem doesn't sign in the summer, we have to sell.
Yeah, because Jesus can play both sides, and look, he's got assists. Even in this game, you people haven't looked at properly. He got the assist in the other Liverpool game. He got the assist in this one, and I think when a striker comes in, maybe it'll be less heaviness on his shoulder, because regardless, people still point at Jesus as the striker we have. Regardless, he's playing in the wing. People still talk at him. So I think I think Jesus can get a lot of assists because he's very good. Like what he did to Fabinho in the goal that he gave to Grealish. You see what he did, that flick where he had him on the. That was great. So looking at yesterday's game, would you play Zinchenko? No, not against Madrid.
No,
we're talking about Vinicius. We're talking about Vinicius. Not about Vinicius Junior. No Zinchenko.
So Walker will take care of Vinicius Junior. I'm not worried about that one at all.
Yeah, Ali, how you doing? Thanks for the follow on Twitter. Fernandinho expects to play regularly, and he's too old. Yes, he does, but it's not going to happen in this team. People say they want Gundo and Silva in that midfield. I'm so happy to see Diaz in that lineup again. That's amazing, he offers nothing going forward. I think they're talking about Zinchenko. Zinchenko offers stability. He offers stability. Yeah, you mean Ake. So here's another, no offense, but Pep is too dumb to play defensive games if we were up 5 up. Okay.
We'll go back to that point. Go back to that point real quick.
No.
Did you forget Atletico Madrid? Defensive 0-0 away at Wanda. Come on, guys.
Yeah, so LFC Red Forever channel. Follow this guy. He's a very good guy, man. One of the brothers. He does Liverpool content. Very good guy, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up to you too, bro. I hope the channel is back in full force now. Everything is fine. Play Foden and Gundogan in midfield. Foden hasn't had good games. Let's be honest. Sometimes it's not just Foden hasn't had the best of games. Now Patrick Silva played out of position. He had to babysit the defense so that the ball can move up the pitch. That's true though. Silva has been sacrificing a lot. He's been sacrificing.
No, so let me try to explain what's going on. Go back to that comment. Let me try to explain what's going on. So it's a very good point. So what Bernardo Silva has been asked to do is to play 2 roles. Role number 1, part of the build-up play, join a centre back to create the extra man, and then play as a player who can carry the ball forward, which is why yesterday, second half, Bernardo Silva was the one who was taking the goal kicks because he can build up the play. He knows the movements of each player, what he can do. That's how we stopped Liverpool at the Etihad. Bernardo dropping back to be part of the build-up to make sure we have a 4-3 against Liverpool's front 3. Are you following me? The back 4 plus the 3 plus Rodri makes 2 extra players in order to make the build-up break their lines. That's what he was asked to do. Nobody else can do that in our team. Rodri can't do that in our team. Fernando is too old to do that. De Bruyne doesn't have the composure on the ball to be able to do that. Bernardo Silva does. That's why he's been asked to do that. I hope that helps.
Cool. Okay, cool. So is it Janati? He says hello to you, man. Hello to you, man. This YouTube exclusive is doing good. I have taken it away from Twitter. I will stop putting my links on Twitter, so you won't see me on Twitter anymore. It'll be YouTube exclusive. So find us on YouTube these days. Because some of you guys, let me just
I'm
talk to some of you guys.
getting off Twitter as well.
Yeah, because some of you guys, this is what's happening. When we're streaming and we stream on Twitter, none of you guys are giving likes on Twitter. You're just watching it. You find 500 of you. Like there was a stream we did once, Carl. 500 people were watching. The likes were 9, and then those 500 people didn't even comment. So do you know what? From now on, it's going to be YouTube. If you want to find us, it's YouTube from now on. YouTube, that's where you find us. Trying to have freebies here. Okay, so
yeah, I watched it, Daniel. I watched it. In fact, I
recommend you guys to watch the documentary.
I watched it. It's really, really good.
It's about Pep. Yeah, that's the one, Carl, you said you watched. Thank you, man. I watched that today. I can't wait to see who you pick for the front three. Okay, guys. The people have spoken in the comments. Vetter, I'm gonna start with you. So, what's our midfield?
Here it is. That's it.
Oh, nice.
Is that you have a DVD?
Yeah, it's really good. Okay. I bought the DVD. I bought it before it came on Netflix. I bought it. It's really good. It's really good. I
might find it not on DVD, but I'll find another way. So Vetter, what do you think of that midfield? Obviously, Carl and Adam can jump in and object, but what do you think of that midfield?
Yeah, I think the midfield is going to be Gundo, and
Gundogan does well against Brighton.
Yeah, I think he's going to. I think he's going to be the more of the dictator in the midfield now, because whether he was nicked up or whatever, but he didn't play, right? So I expect him to be in the midfield. And then here's where I'm kind of torn, because Silva needs a rest, Foden needs a rest, De Bruyne had stitches, and who am I missing? And Grealish, we haven't seen him play in the midfield. So I hate to do this to him, but I think for the sake of being able to handle it and most likely resting in the Watford game, we might see Silva again.
Okay. So what do you guys think in the comments? Carl and Adam, any objection that Silva is going to come back in this? Because I was thinking, are those stitches on the top of the thigh? Do you play somebody? I saw him running, but how intensively was he running?
Who, Silva? Silva stitches?
No, I'm talking about De Bruyne's the stitches on the thigh. I'm like, how long do you have to hold those stitches, you know? And I saw him running around. So he wasn't running intensively. He was just walking, jogging. Like, do we risk him, or we just continue and only bring him when things are going bad? Because do you risk those stitches? Because I had stitches and they told me for a while not to lift heavy stuff.
Yeah, I think it's an old stitch. It's an old scar from the summer, last Euros, where he had to have surgery that opened up a little bit. So they're probably working. I would rest him and put him on the bench again for this one.
So it's Super Bernardo Silva again with the super lungs.
Yeah, I mean,
we definitely need another attacking midfielder. Now, for looking at this, we definitely need to either promote Markety or find another attacking midfield out here. I think so. Going forward, because I think we thought we were that great in that midfield, but I think we need recruitment in that midfield.
Yeah, I'm going Kevin. I'm going to go Kevin. Kill off this game. Yeah.
What about Adam? Game. What about Adam? People in the comments, Kevin or Bernardo Silva?
I feel like he'll be probably Bernardo Silva, but KDB comes off the bench.
Actually, I'm doing both. I would do both.
You're doing what?
Yeah. Kevin has false 9.
Oh wow.
Kevin has a false 9. Just keep him up front.
False 9 in a game against Brighton.
Yep. Kevin has the false 9, Bernardo Silva in midfield, and they have the two wingers, Mahrez and maybe Sterling or Foden.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. So between Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne, people in the comments, can you tell us who do you want, Bernardo Silva or De Bruyne? We're gonna keep that space blank for now. We'll keep it blank for now. So you vote. It's time for you to vote. There's about 8 of you watching here, and YouTube says it's about 10 of you watching. So there's a lot of you people who can watch. You're here. Please tell us. That spot next to Gundogan, Veta has gone for Bernardo Silva. Carl says he thinks De Bruyne are going here, or De Bruyne will be first 9. We'll get there. Adam says Bernardo Silva. So we want to leave it up to you. Yes, Ali. I said Markety. Markety can be a baller. I think that kid is a baller. I just think he's a baller. I don't know if other people don't rate him. I rate Markety very highly, and it's a good thing we gave him that 5-year contract. Okay, so let's move on to the front. I'll purposely ignore this. Let's see what the people say. What about left wing? Do you think we're going to put Mr. Gucci Man after he scored that amazing wonder goal against Liverpool?
Vader, has to be Gucci Man, right? It has to be. I mean, it just has to be, right?
Has to.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to be him.
Okay,
I think Vader. I think he learned from that goal he scored. I think when he got into the halftime, they probably screamed at him and said, "What the hell are you doing, man? Why
yes, I saw the first half. Yeah.
You know? So the second goal he got, he just finished it, man. Just whacked it.
Did you tell you that they keep making fun of him in
training
in the training, saying you delay so much instead of kicking? What are you trying to do? They are telling him.
Yeah. What probably happened at halftime was that they probably got on his back and said, "What the hell are you doing, man? You had a touch first minute, finish it. Don't take too many touches. Just finish it." I think he's trying to get the perfect goal because he's more afraid of missing than he's of scoring. And in the second half, he just said, "I'm just going to whack this thing." And he whacked it, and it was a goal.
Yeah, everybody says Silva and bring De Bruyne at the 65th minute, or we're in trouble. So
we're not in trouble.
Silva, Bernardo Silva. I feel sorry for that kid, man. He runs forever, Carl, and Veta.
He's amazing.
Where is he getting that engine? Where? Play Lavia. I would definitely play Lavia. Anyway, KTB the king. Yeah, Markety is a jewel, Daniel. You're right. This whole Grealish in the midfield, I want to see it in preseason. Let's not just start throwing him. Look, these 7 games are serious games. Let's do that necessary school stuff maybe
Patrick,
in preseason. Yeah.
Let me look up what we played in the first leg, and then while you're talking, to see how it compares to what we're thinking about right now.
Oh, you mean what we played against Brighton in the first leg?
Yeah, the 4-1.
That's a good shot. Okay, so we're putting Bernardo Silva for now because people are saying Bernardo Silva.
I think one thing that's clear, and we saw it against Liverpool, Grealish has to be on the left wing. Like whether Pep gets him coached up for playing more in the midfield next year, we'll have to wait and see. But in terms of positional play, he needs to be
winger, isn't it? I think he
needs to remain there. He needs to remain there. I would love for him to show more going left, as opposed to his little hesitation, and most likely cutting it back. I would like him to show going left a little more, because he can always have an outlet, giving it to Cancelo at times or whoever's sort of supporting him in the midfield. I would love to see that more, but him at playing false 9, no, we can't. He doesn't.
So let me read the lineup. Let me read the lineup that we played when we played them. We had Edison in goal. We had Walker, Stones, Laporte, Cancelo. We had Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, and then a front 3 of Jack, Foden, and Jesus. That's what we had.
I knew it's Gundogan. You know why? Every time we play Brighton, he throws in Gundogan, and Gundogan scores or gives them trouble. Against Brighton, Gundogan gives them trouble. You know why? Because Brighton want to play football. So if you're going to play football, you play football against Gundogan, you're in trouble, because he likes that.
Yeah.
He likes you playing football with him. So look, the front, somebody said they want Grealish, Raheem, and Myers. What do you think, guys, for the front? Obviously, we say Foden has to hold bench. Not a bad shout, but Jesus came out injured in that game. He wasn't working very well. So I don't know if Jesus is fit enough, Ali. I don't know. So, guys, what do you think the front? Gucci Man to the left. And, guys, this is just me. I have a feeling you're going to see a lot of tap-ins from Gucci Man. Why? I think remember what he said in his latest interview, when he said they make fun of me. He's like, I should also start being like Raheem, getting in positions where I can just kick the ball into the net. Did you see what he did in the Liverpool match? As soon as he saw Jesus, where did he stand? Raheem was standing behind him. He stood right next to Raheem, saying, "Not today, Raheem. Not today." This tapping is mine. So what do you think? Middle, guys, Veta and Kundo. By the way, I'm going to break his fast. So
I'm going Phil. Yeah. I'm going Phil Foden, man.
For Foden again?
Yeah, I'm going Phil Foden. I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm doing Foden, and then Sterling on the right, or maybe Mahrez on the right?
I think it'll be Mahrez because he was on the
I think
bench
so
for a
too.
reason. I think Mahrez was on the
Yeah.
bench for that reason.
I think Mahrez comes back on the right, and then in the middle.
Do you need pace? Let me just ask this: do you need pace against Brighton? Because that team you gave me, Bruno, right?
He's
That's
thinking
not a
about the
pace
lap.
team.
Patrick is thinking
Look, if it does, no, not about the lab. I'm just saying, do you need pace against Brighton? Because I've noticed when Pep plays Brighton, he doesn't go for pace. He never goes for pace.
Yeah.
He plays for a team that's just technical.
Yeah.
Man, to be honest with you, Carl, you know me, in that Liverpool game, those last minutes when they started pressuring them, I could have told Delap, my boy, it's your time. Go in, we will cross, show them what you can do. Nah, I like that kid, man. I like that kid. His finish in the last game was amazing. Anyway, we're not gonna play Delap in this game, but we might see him one day. So who again? Do we go for
Mahrez on the right? Mahrez on the right.
Yeah, Mahrez on the right. Mahrez on the right. Definitely Mahrez on the right. Riyad on the right.
Somebody, is this right? Are you guys gonna agree? Somebody said Mahrez is our most informed and dangerous winger.
It's true. He has the most goals for us this year. It's true.
Down the middle, is it Foden, Liam Delap, Haaland, Alvarez? This might be next year. This might be next year.
I'm going
imagine
man.
Imagine that next year. That's the headache we're gonna have. Is it Alvarez? Is it Diaz? Is it Haaland? Is it Alvarez, or is it Foden? Okay, so you're going for Foden.
I'm going Phil. I mean, what do you think,
Carl's going Foden. I think I might see. Not that we need it. We don't need the pace, but I think because of the movement, I think we might see Sterling. I think we might see him there.
There's a comment here, right? Him is the tapping king. That's because his position and his runs are all class. That's true. That's what hurts me the most. And let's give him a flower for that pass to Jesus. You know the pass where he split the defense and Jesus went one. I think he did that. He did those passes twice, didn't he? He did them twice. He just missed twice.
Yeah.
What was it? Okay, I know that the game is going. But what was Jesus doing that time when he went to throw and go, waiting for Van Dijk to come?
I don't know, man.
This is where Patrick.
What were you saying, were you yelling at the TV?
I said I'm yelling at the TV. So here's a typical match when Sterling's up there and he's got the ball. I'm either yelling, see the pass, and then when the pass comes off and it's perfectly weighted, and then the shot from Jesus, or even if we think about when De Bruyne gave off the pass, see the pass, and he gave it to Mahrez, and Mahrez tried to do his whatever chip against Liverpool. That's when I'm yelling at my most, because I'm yelling for the pass to come off, and then when the shot is terrible, I'm yelling again. But Sterling we remember where he messes up, but he creates so many problems for the other team.
I mean, him also, he's got good passes. Like the one he gave to Gundogan at Atletico, he gave another good pass, I think, to David Silva once, and David Silva decided to pass it back. He knows. He also knows when he gets into midfield. Sometimes when he drops in, he can see a pass. Man, I don't want him to be in the middle, but I have a feeling Pep gonna play him. Yeah, that's true. If Stain plays, I'm going to rush.
The funny thing is that I always say that the difference between a world-class striker and a very good striker is the finishing. Yeah. I mean, I watched the Dortmund game yesterday. Haaland, the guy's just a finisher, man. I swear.
He doesn't. You know all what he doesn't do. There's no second or any other touch. It's just a shot on goal.
Well, the thing about it is that let's imagine that he plays for us next season, right? And you have Kevin and Bernardo around him with Rodri, and he's playing central. He's going to drop a little deep, right? But he's so quick that when he can be 10 yards behind you, you can pass the ball in between, like one of those Kevin passes, and he can run onto the ball and still score. That's how quick he is. And he finishes 1v1 in the goal. He's clean. He's eating his dinner. I mean, I think there's a crazy stat about him. Yeah, there's a crazy stat about him that his conversion rate is like 90% 1v1. Wow. 90-something percent 1v1. So out of every 10 chance that he has 1v1, he scores 9 or 9 point something. I think Sterling is probably like maybe 40-something percent. Yeah, that's the gap that we're jumping up to.
That's the gap. That's the gap we're playing with. So let me just read this. I'm so excited to watch Alvarez next season, guys. 20 million. Yeah, I think this is a bargain. It is a huge bargain. He has something special about him. I watched some games of him recently. He's a killer. Can't wait. Yeah. Alvarez also has got that. As soon as he gets on goal, it's a shot. It's that second touch. That's why Grealish has to stop those touches. Kick it, man. Just kick it. No staying in Russia. That's gas. Okay, so guys, let's finish this up. Is it going to be Raheem, Foden, or Raheem? Jesus is out. We know he's out. Or it's going to be my boy Liam Delap.
Is Jesus out? Confirmed?
No, but he was limping. I'm just going off the fact he was limping.
I think he may be Jesus, if it's not out.
Yeah, because being removed, because Mahrez didn't have to play, remember? So being removed for Mahrez, there must be something, you know? Like, would you, okay, let me just ask you, Carl, would you even risk Jesus in this if he's not 100%?
If he's a little nicked up.
No, we keep him for Madrid, right? But keep him on the bench.
Foden looks tired, and Raheem, I don't know. It's becoming a hard choice, isn't it?
Guys, I don't think
Foden technique is gone and finishing is gone. He looks tired. He's out of it. Raheem tap-ins are gone. Fast runs are gone. But you also have the chance that he's gonna miss a 1v1 and break your heart.
Vader, go ahead.
Yeah. Look at somebody has just given up. He's like just.
I think we shouldn't expect our key guys playing 90 minutes. So if Foden's a little tired, if Sterling's not showing the best of form, I think even for the sake of just being consistent and guys remaining sharp, we could see some of these guys getting pulled off at 60 minutes. So
True.
If Foden starts, like Carl's suggesting, I'm not mad at it. I don't expect him playing the full 90 anyways. If it's Sterling, same thing. So
do you think Raheem plays, and if he's messing around, Foden comes in and does his thing as always off the bench?
Yeah.
Can I ask something to both of you, Kao and Better? Have you guys been watching the academy, the under-23, when Delap got injured?
I saw the highlight of it. I didn't watch.
Yeah, do you remember who was playing first nine? It was Markety, and he scored in all.
Markety, yeah. Markety was playing first nine. Yeah.
Do you remember what Pep did once? Surprised us and put Foden from nowhere, and Foden scored that game against Spurs with Aguero, and Foden that time wasn't getting any sniff of games. Do you think one day we'll just be surprised in one of these games, Markety first nine? Because I think Markety first nine can score. Is this just me, Cal? Markety first nine.
I think we'll see that if, for example, let's say Liverpool drop points to United for whatever reason tomorrow, right?
Exactly.
And we have a gap. I think you begin to see some rotation like that.
Okay, cool. Let me just get into some of these comments. Just let Delap. Look, Delap will get his taste one day. Put Markety on.
Meanwhile, Patrick, I'm watching Sevilla versus Real Madrid, and Sevilla playing half the field against Real Madrid.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that in a minute. Alvarez has the powerful near post finish. Yeah, he also has that Aguero near post finish. Alvarez for 20 million was a bargain. Omar says, let's be honest, Liverpool's squad depth is way better than us. Yeah, right now, let's be honest, they are cooking and they're doing very well. Look, guys, Abdul, Daniel, Morgan, everybody, all the 10, 15 people who are in the comments, thank you very much.
So Umar, let me get who are we going to put as the first nine? Well, if Liverpool's squad depth, Umar, if Liverpool's squad depth is better than us, then they should win the Premier League. If they don't win the Premier League, it's a shame on them.
Yeah, cool. So anyway,
if they have the best players ever, the best defenders, the best midfielders, and the greater depth squad, then they should be winning the Premier League. If they don't win the Premier League or the Champions League, then it's a failure.
Yeah, true.
Because they have the best players in the whole world and they have depth.
Okay, cool. So
right? Right?
We go for Raheem first or first?
I'm okay if Patrick, if you and Carl say Foden, I'm cool with that.
You know, I'm thinking in my head that Raheem came last minutes in the Atletico Madrid game. Then they played 4 minutes. Foden again has played 4 minutes in the Atletico Madrid game, 4 minutes in the Liverpool game. So the one who's rested and the one who was subbed in the Liverpool game was Raheem. So
I'll tell you what could happen. You may see Raheem on the left, Grealish to the middle, and Mahrez on the right.
I wouldn't mind that, and then it swaps, and then they swap.
Yeah,
you could see that. I don't like it, but that's what you could probably see.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna put that Raheem to the left, isn't it?
Okay.
The wingers, Carl doesn't like them. He hates his wingers.
I hate them. Especially against a back five. It just.
But they play back four. Don't they play back four at
They play back three, back five. That's what they do.
Okay, guys, so that's the lineup, and I have a feeling that when things are not well, Raheem will go down the middle. For me, guys, to the date of the day, I saw Mahrez play as a first nine once, and I was amazed. I hope we see it again. I hope we see it once more time because this guy 1v1 is not going to miss. So, guys, that's it for everybody. Thank you for watching, guys. And let me just read a few comments from my friends who are Man United supporters. Here's 130, one of my close friends. Guys, go to 130's 5 rounds channel. I used to do 5 rounds with them. It's a very good channel. 5 rounds. They do a lot of stuff, political stuff, things that are happening in the world. 5 rounds channel. They're very good guys. Follow them on Twitter. 5 rounds. Daniel says, great stream, top class. Thank you for being here, Daniel. Omar, thank you for being here. Big Morgan, thank you for being here. Put number 9 on your graphic, Patrick. Is there no number 9 on my graphic? I didn't know that. Okay, so Kevin Chitoke, who is my brother, says United City. I'm not gonna even answer you, Kelvin. You've been crying on the phone to me every day when United lose, so I'm not gonna answer you. Taxi to Russia, that's where I am. Okay, Big Morgan, everybody, thanks for coming, guys. So before we close up, the big one, before we close up, guys, like the vid. Before we close up, Veta, I'm going to let you tell us about your channel. But first of all, before I tell you us about your channel, I'm going to also ask you if you can let people know where they can find you, man.
Yeah, guys, it's a channel in its early beginnings. Trying to just get to my first 50 subscribers, help make that happen. You can also find me on Twitter. That's where I just post the release of some of these videos. But look up VatorgamesTV. I've got 2 key shows. Why Always Me? I share my perspective. It's often contrary to what all these echo chambers are all about, and it's grown. You can see the beard. It's grown content. I'm not doing for the silliness. And then
there's beards everywhere here. You know, there's beards everywhere. It's grown man stuff.
Exactly. That's how you know grown, mature people talk right here. And then I respectfully disagree is where I do some reactions to some of the things that I'm seeing online. So help support your boy and help me get to 50.
Yeah, help Veta get to 50, man. Help Veta get to 50 and get the pitch points from 100 to 150 or 120 and help your boy True City fan also get to whatever figure that he can get. Anyway, Gundo, you have anything to, okay, Veta, what's the prediction before I go to Gundo? What's the prediction, Veta, for tomorrow?
I think it's a professional 2-0. Professional 2-0.
Professional 2-0. Yeah, I want another clean sheet. I want to make sure Edison gets another Golden Glove. I have an agenda and narrative towards that. Okay, so Gundo, what about yourself? What's your prediction for Wednesday?
I just want the team to recognize that they are indeed loved. They are the best team in England, one of the best teams in the world, and just go there and just do a job 2-0, and let's just go home and prepare for Watford. That's what I want.
Right.
No drama.
Yeah, for me, I want a statement. I want us a 4-0, 4-0. I want to make sure that we make a statement so that that's so that you can say, oh, these guys are serious. So Madrid fans, you can see we're serious. Keep cooking, keep laughing, Madrid fans. Keep laughing that you're going to dunk on Zinchenko. You'll find out it's not Zinchenko, it's Cancelo and Walker the other side. So thank you guys. Thank you, Big Morgan, man. Thank you, Big Morgan. Thank you very much. And thank you for all the guys who are watching today. Share the vid, like and subscribe to the channel, True City Fan, Veta Games, and Pitchpoints. So, guys, that's it, man. Till next time, we'll see you for the post-match. And we might also see you tomorrow for the previews for all the Premier League games and also to discuss the top 4, which right now is not looking great. The top 4 not
Nobody
looking
wants
great.
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah, nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. Do you know what's going to be painful though? This is just because of my friend 130 and my brother Kelvin. If Madrid gets if Man United get top 4, oh my God, they'll make noise. They will make noise. Go ahead, Veta. You're about to say something.
I was going to say, if Arsenal and Tottenham let Man U get top 4 with this new manager coming in, it's going to be a long rebuild for them. They have an opportunity to kind of put Man U
momentum,
on the Yeah, I need to stall that a little bit. But if they mess up, oh man.
What about
what a
yourself?
goal. Sevilla
Do
1-0.
you have any last words?
Sevilla
Do you have any
1-0.
last words?
Madrid
Sevilla
fans,
1-0.
Sevilla 1-0. Yeah.
Wow,
Beautiful
is Madrid playing the second string team? Are they playing
No, full team.
because
Full team and everybody.
they were mad loud yesterday, Veta. They were mad loud
Yeah,
on
no, don't mind
Twitter.
them. Don't.
Wow, life comes at you fast, isn't it?
It does. It does.
So guys, man, do you have anything else to say, guys? Anything else? Your next show, Veta. What are we expecting from you to see? What's your next master plan?
The next post is part 2 of I Respectfully Disagree. The target was 50 likes or 50 subs, and then I'll release the next one. There was too much talk about this Liverpool Man City not being a rivalry. We were being disrespected on this one channel that I'm reacting to. So check out the video. You'll see what else I have to say about it. And thanks for having me on the channel, Patrick.
Yeah, no, as always, I respect that, Veta, because you're the first individual who's come out with a voice, and you're being fair. I haven't seen you just do it for the sake of doing it. You're actually being fair when you're doing these videos. You're respecting the channel, and you're also coming just from nowhere. Like, it's not throwing. It's simple. I'm looking at what you're saying, dissecting it, and trying to make you understand it from my point, which is respectful, man. So respect to that. So what about Carl? Anything else you want to say before we close?
Nothing more. I'm just watching the Madrid game right now. I'm enjoying Sevilla playing. It's Sevilla that West Ham knocked up, by the way.
Okay, great. Look, Carl says he doesn't throw, but he's throwing shots. Carl says he doesn't throw. And you know what, Carl? I'm gonna say this just to piss you off. Sevilla, the rating for Sevilla is they're a 3-star team on FIFA, and Madrid is a 4.5-star team on FIFA. So, you know what I mean? If you could talk about 50 times. So see you guys. Goodbye.
Bye. See ya.